Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Play Slay the Spire and rejoice! It's not an ironclad day, which means that there's a chance we win. Although we are further behind as the silent, I guess. You know, defect, we've had strong chances to win lately. I feel like a charlatan because all I do is build focus frost builds, but when it works, it works. We've got like 10 losses in a row as the ironclad. The silent is always like, you know, I feel like it's a 1/3 chance we win. I'm okay with that. I'm willing to ride the lightning. I'm hip. I'm with it. Tucka, 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 tucka. Tell you one thing. That's a good path. Rich with question marks. All sorts of good stuff. I'm gonna take 2 random colorless cards. I don't want to. It's one of my least favorites of all of the options, but I think it's the best option here. Put 3 random attacks from your draw pile into your hand. So we could play this and draw neutralize. Okay. So Mayhem is pretty good. I'm actually gonna... Oh my god, he's getting so strong so fast. We gotta take 1 damage to try to get out ahead of him. Well, cut that. This is... I think we're gonna be okay. We just need to draw 2 strikes. That'll work. Mayhem is pretty good. And let's take a deflect out of here as well. Just to make sure we got the defense to get it going. What happens when you upgrade Mayhem? It costs 1. I mean, that's an insane, like, energy-efficient way to play the game. I'll take 1 damage here, that's okay. For 1 energy, you get, you know, generally speaking, at least 1 energy per turn. We're gonna get neutralized strike from playing this, which I think is fine, and we'll just make sure you die, and then next turn we will have Mayhem as well. I don't like taking damage early. This was so dumb. If we just struck you twice, you were dead. I don't like taking damage early from the blessing, if we can avoid it, because I don't like resting on the first floor, but it is what it is. I'm gonna take a flying knee. I think it's clear we need some extra offensive punch, and Lantern's good. We got Great Face. That's not Good Face. That's Great Face. Dude, one of these days I'm going to be able to buy Hand of Greed. But for now, we're going to take Well-Laid Plans, which I think is quite good. And we'll just leave it at that for now. And we'll start doing our requisite upgrades. Probably the first one is going to be Mayhem. I guess if we wanted to build around violence, which strikes me as an eminently stupid idea, but maybe I'm wrong. How would we build around violence? Well, you would take very cheap attacks, so when you played violence, you would get a bunch of zero-cost stuff in your hand. Now, you've targeted the wrong enemy there. I'm gonna get rid of Descender's Bane, ridden by Orson Scott cards, so that we can hold Defend here. And we'll draw whatever 3 attacks you got for me. Does not matter, we have made it. And... you know, I'm starting to think that we got something going on here. I will take a distraction. My new strategy for the silent is basically take cards. Now, flying knee, strike is all we need here. Please don't draw both powers next turn. Strike. Oh, it's pretty bad. It's like really, really bad, actually. We're going to take 17 damage, but we don't have to fight an elite. Doesn't matter. So we can... who's our boss? I was going to say if we get a disarm, we'd be okay, but that doesn't exist for this character. I'm going to take a dagger spray, and I normally wouldn't. Probably. I haven't taken this card in a while. This was exactly what I was worried about, so if you'll forgive me, I feel very intelligent right now. Distraction gives us a Storm of Steel. It's actually highly great. And we'll ice you, then Storm of Steel. You're done. Play this. Okay. Still took damage. Which should just go a little further to indicate acceptable. How annoying this fight is, but thank God we took the dagger spray, and beyond that, thank God we drew it, I suppose. I don't want to hit this guy until we can kill him. And I don't know, it definitely, to me, looks like we're probably going to die on the boss. But if we make it through here, there's 3 question marks. Those 3 question marks, I don't know, man. They could be worth the world for us. Like, upgrade heal puts us right back in the game. Probably should have, yeah, in a different order. Yeah, you think that would have been smarter, of course. Oh well, 16 damage. 12 damage. We're okay. Nah, I think I will not keep Descender's Bane. My other strategy, did I actually talk about my strategy with the Silent? My strategy is the starting hand, or the starting deck is very bad. We can't. So add things to it? Dude, give me a bunch of gold, just in case we get a shop right here. Well, quite the opposite. Basically because the starting deck kinda sucks. If you can add as much as possible, and then slowly start cutting the stuff that made it not so good in the first place. Yo, that's huge. Alright, so he's not taking any gold. Sorry, your boy's got the phlegmy throat right now. I'm trying to distract from it, but instead I brought it up just to be gross, but also to face my mucosal problems right now. Dude, I'm not letting him take my gold. Full stop. I need it all. I think we need more block to survive. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to rest. I want, you know, I'd rather not start a run by, or start a video by dying 8 times, if possible. So, he's definitely going to get a big attack in here. Neutralize would be very nice, thank you. 27 damage, let's hit him with Deflect, Flying Knee, and Dash on top of that. We only take 9 damage. So we're definitely drawing well-laid plans and mayhem. I hope he doesn't deal damage if we play an attack. Okay, thankfully it was that attack, but still. So it's 12 damage. We're out ahead of it. We're out ahead of it very slightly. I don't know if we'll win here. It's a really good turn to play Piercing Wail. I didn't mean to click both, believe it or not. Like, it's just, I don't know, you kind of get a little bit of a feel for how these runs go, and I'm just telling you right now, it does not feel like we're in front of this guy right now. If we win, I think we will win just barely. But I could be wrong. We haven't taken very much damage. It only takes one bad turn, though, to cause us some real strife. She might have wanted to keep the strikes next turn, but nah, we got flying knee. It's fine. You're doing 12 damage. Sure, let's go up to 13. Store the defend. We have to do 36 damage to flip you, so that's very difficult, especially on the turn in which we drew essentially nothing attack-wise. So we're going to have to live through one more bad turn. 36 damage. Okay, 27 damage. That's a good get. We're going to take 5. That's actually not that bad. Oh, you know what? We haven't had to deal with the debuff. Got a good chance to use the artifact potion. Still got vulnerable, but... Okay, we're going to flip him. I don't know, we're so barely coming out ahead in this fight, and that's kind of what I was worried about as well. I think that we're screwed. But I am loving free mayhem. Or not free mayhem, but all the cards mayhem is giving us for free. It has hurt us, but it's also provided like incredible dividends. Like, it's definitely helped us more than it's hurt us, is what I mean to say. So, it's kind of all about surviving this next turn, because I don't think we're going to do... Oh, we could do 19 damage. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, we're going to make it through the first floor. Not particularly excited about the deck, but it's got something going on. Let me take a sip of my coffee and think about this one. Bullet time violence is great, but it only works once per combat. But still, I think we'd like it. Glass knife also useful for the offense, of course, but and out of these, dude, I don't know. So Sozu, of course, is great. I think it's what we take, but I'm thinking, sneeze. I'm thinking, what if we just went Snecko Eye every expensive card? But why would we take Bullet Time and then be like, yeah, Snecko Eye, that's our man. We could get all the cards for free for cheaper. I think when you get Sozu, you say thank you, and you say bless you and Gesundheit, and you accept also, by the way, we have 704 gold. 704 gold. There's a lot of combat. Like, this is non-stop combat. We're just looking for the elite fights that have a campfire soon after. You either fight more than one elite, or you go through a lot of combat. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go through a lot of combat, especially because there's an early shop where I'm hopeful that we can basically refactor our entire deck. It's not a bad first turn, thanks to Lantern and Sozu. What did we put as well-laid plans for free? Piercing Whale is not going to do much for us yet. Okay, now we're cooking. A little bullet time, distraction. Expertise sadly does nothing there, so we are taking 13 damage. I still think you're holding expertise to try to make it work with bullet time. We have the energy base required. So I think you play this. Hold on a second. Play this. And we'll draw 3. There's a really good chance to draw bullet time. Ah! So taking another 13 damage. Definitely that's a bad fight. Leg sweep, I think. It's an auto take. But still. Okay, we have 820 gold. What do we do? Well, footwork seems like a necessity to me. And I think we'll cut a basic strike. This is the bare minimum. I don't like our relics. I basically don't like our relics at all. Sorry, not sick, just a little hoarse this morning. Fell asleep with the air conditioner on. It's December. Don't at me. Yes, I love planet Earth. It was a mistake. I mean, good instincts. I'm just wary about the fact that we're getting to the world's fattest deck right now, but like the thing is, if we had two blocks, I just want some way to hurt enemies that hit us. Like I want a Caltrops or a Noxious. Something that does progressive damage turn over turn. We're not there. So I'm still going to take a good instincts. I don't know, man. Hand of Greed kind of scares me, but I'm not really taking it for the gold, as strange as that may sound. You know what? Let's do it. I'm not really doing it for the gold. We definitely want to be able to hold Piercing Wail, which sadly we're not going to be able to do either way here. To be honest, knock this dude out. And then I think you just want to play a defend. I'm very, very wary about these guys gaining strength. This is obviously, like, potentially a catastrophic fight. $18. We're taking 21, so it's a slight damage deficit, but not enough to be too sad about, I think. You're going to do 6 damage. We're going to get out ahead of it. Okay, we're really, really, really relying on Mayhem here. Bite on a random enemy is not really what we want. Hand of Greed doesn't exhaust, but we still can't play it. We can take 6 damage away here. Or 6 damage away here. This doesn't really matter. Store Hand of Greed. I have a very simple methodology. It's a rare, so it must be good. You need to get hit twice. We can do it. I will do it. Dude, I have no idea if this is working. We're staying at a relatively reasonable level of HP, but I worry that on our elite fight, we're just sunk. This is exactly what we wanted. I think we can probably dump a defend. And we could definitely just hold, like, good instincts. Well, I'm willing to call it, basically. If this deck wins, this will be the strangest deck we've ever won as, or won with, as the Silent. Basically, without a doubt. And I have to admit, it's not looking horrendous right now. I'll just, again, I'll level with you, and I'll say I'll level with you 1,500 times. I have no idea what we add. It's close. I think Well-Laid Plans upgraded is maybe a little bit more useful than 1 extra dex, but it's not a decision I make lightly. This is a very strong first turn. I wish... Well, none of these cards matter. I mean, we could play them for no reason, but... Alright, Snecko-Eye is a very wild situation. Yo, we're staying ahead. Honestly, let's do 7 damage and heal for 2. Well, Thank God for leg sweep. And we can't store a card yet. We're at the whims of the game right now. Worth a try. 27 damage is highly no joke. But this is a very, very strong turn. And you know what? We don't have to play leg sweep, but why wouldn't we? Yeah, keep him weak longer. We haven't played well-laid plans yet, so there's no logic there. $20 damage. So we're actually out ahead of it. You might as well still hit him with the Hand of Greed. I guess I'm realizing that the value of Hand of Greed is that it's not feed. It doesn't exhaust. So this fight went very well. And I don't know. I'm starting to... I'm in a dangerous situation because I'm letting myself believe. I don't know. A second flying knee seems like too much. I think once we've hit oil, stop drilling. You know, we have something. And I'm just gonna hold it as steady as possible. You're so lucky. We almost can get you. Okay, Phantasmal Killer is fine. We'll still Hand of Greed, of course. This turn sucks way worse. We're taking 19 damage. I'd still think because of our low max HP, if things go bad for one turn, we die. But, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do here. 40, and they're doing 29. Alright. Still alive. I'll just call it like I see it. You know, bad draw. Basically kills us. No wounds, please. That's not so bad. Please kill them faster, because we got some serious issues with the wounds here. I'm not sure I mentioned the whole wound part of the situation. Great turn to get Hand of Greed. Well, you gotta wipe them, obviously. We didn't need to play those. That's fine. We can store the bite, but we didn't need to play the defend. Honestly, hit him, and you're just gonna store that bullet time for like a wombo combo turn. Beautiful. No, not beautiful. This is busted. It's greedy, but we're gonna store Hand of Greed because we can get 20 gold off of this. All we need to do is draw one more attack, and we got it, thankfully. But okay, I have no idea where we stand here. Paper Crane, sure, we do weaken. I don't know. Skewer is interesting because we do get a lot of energy. I don't know. I still think we kind of... I think we stay steady. I don't know where this deck goes, and that's definitely part of the problem. I have no idea where this is supposed to go from here. It's an extremely good turn. Thank you so much. And we'll hit you with that. And a little bite as well. And okay, that's fine. Well, this is obviously terrible. But I think we store bullet time. That's as good as it gets, unfortunately. And we try to make... and this is kind of the turn you want with bullet time. You throw out something like a neutralize, and then... I mean, you have the free space in hand, so something like this. Then violence. Then bullet time. And we're going to store Hand of Greed in the hopes that we can kill you with it next turn, even though it strikes me as pretty unlikely. 12 damage. So So we're going to continue to store Hand of Greed. It might not be mission critical, but like, if it doesn't put us out to do it, why not store it, right? You're doing 12 damage. Like, I mean, it's the main reason we took this card beyond it just being a direct damage dealer. So we... Okay. Sure, give me a choke. We have enough energy to make our expensive cards even work with choke, so I don't mind it. This is... Well, it's an unfortunate situation, because you would like to be able to store bullet time, but... Instead, at least we'll be able to apply a bunch of weakness to you. For no reason whatsoever, apparently. We have to play this. Okay, 10 damage. Not a whole heck of a lot that we can do about that. But we can take 5 damage and still be alive. Cool. Actually, I like the neutralize. Dude! Absolutely hit him with that fat malaise. And I'm going to store a bite. Basically because I want HP. It's one of the few ways that we can sort of rebuild ourselves here. And we have enough energy to justify holding a 1-cost defend. Okay, this is the good stuff. Do you need the bullet time? Not really. Kill him. Take his gold. No, keep bullet time. You know, if we can get an extra 150 gold at basically no cost to ourselves except a little bit of inconvenience, I think that we're pretty happy with the way that this looks. An extra 150 gold per floor is what I mean to say. Eviscerate. We don't discard much, so I think we skip that. This is bad. We want like an early dagger spray if possible. Choke is actually maybe workable. Choke. And then it would be like flying knee. Honestly, Hand of Greed kills you. We won't get the gold, but the fact that it wipes one of you is like... It's good enough, I think. We cannot store anything, so I think we might as well bullet time. And if nothing else, at the very least, it's an exciting run. You know? Every fight feels like we could just completely go off the rails. That's actually fairly helpful. We are about to take 13 damage of our very meager remaining HP. Well, I guess now we actually look at it and we go, can we live? Even, we'd have to gain like 30 HP to live. Obviously that's not going to happen. So we have to kill one and put up some block. I think we're dead. And you're actually at 33, so you're slightly closer to kill. Even if we put up 14 block, we're not even close. You know, I'm relatively pleased with this one. We gave it the old college try. For a while, I thought we were going to make it. Life goes on. I think that was a fun one that just started cursed from the start. I'm not saying it's the run's fault. It's my own fault, but I learned something. I learned to respect Hand of Greed at least a little bit more there. We just didn't unify quickly enough. We didn't... The theme of our deck was good cards, unupgraded, which is... not what we need on Ascension 17. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Obviously, rate the of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!